So, welcome back, listeners and viewers. I welcome you all to this special edition of the BeshGo show, and we are going to talk about the A to Z of social skills. So, I thought before starting any kind of series, any kind of videos or any kind of material, the first thing that we learn is the alphabets. So, why not to talk about the A to Z of social skills? So, here I am, Rupam, talking about soft skills. So, soft skills, they'll say. So, I'll be talking about soft skills in this particular series, talking about social intelligence, talking about soft skills, talking about, a part of emotion, part of how to empathize emotions and what are the components that we use for, effective communication, right? So, without much delay, let's begin. A to Z of social skills. Here we go. So, A for active listening, B for brainstorming. What about C? C for chronemics. So, chronemics is actually a study of people, how you perceive people. So, that is something, and we use it definitely in terms of communication. D for democratic leadership style. E for empathetic listening. F for, very important, feedback. G for group thinking. So, always it's better to brainstorm and then do some kind of communication process which is within a group of highly cohesive people. H for haptics, where you talk about tactile, you talk about touch, communication in the basic form. I for, definitely my favorite, interpersonal communication. J for joint assessment. K for kinesthetics, something the body language also speaks. So, we will talk in detail about this. L for leadership. M for mass communication. N definitely for non-verbal communication, how you use your gestures for communication, that we are also going to see a lot. O for organizational communication. P for parasocial relationship, where you talk about the tendency of some audience members of identifying yourself or somebody else with a media person, saying that, okay, you know what, that guy you see in TV is actually my brother's sister's nephew, something that is called your parasocial relationship. We will talk about that in detail. Interesting, very interesting. A to Z. Come on, talking about qualitative research for Q. Q stands for qualitative research. And R stands for a different kind of sensitivity. We call it rhetorical sensitivity. We will talk about that as well in detail. S for small talk. T for trustworthiness, which is very important in terms of social skills. Then talking about U, uncontrolled media. We know that very well. Verbal communication. V stands for verbal communication. W stands for whistleblowing. And X stands for xenophobia. So, it is actually somebody's, you can say individual irrational and obsessive hatred towards people. So, that's again a cause of a very bad reputation in terms of social skills or social media, right, or in terms of even social intelligence also. So, we are here to build social intelligence. We are here to assess social intelligence. We are going to help you develop your own social skills. So, Y for young carer. So, there are people who actually started at very early age, let's say in the age of 18 or below 18 also, to support their parents, to support their living. So, they are called young carers. And Z for zero harm. So, zero harm is actually a commitment by the organization, so to take care of itself and its employees, and also zero harm. So, we understood, we learned. Again, let's repeat. A for active listening, B for brainstorming, C for chronemics, D for democratic leadership style, E for empathetic listening, F for feedback, G for groupthink, H for haptics, I for interpersonal communication, J for joint assessment, K for kinesthetics, L for leadership, M for mass communication, N for non-verbal communication, O for organizational communication, P for parasocial relationship, Q for qualitative research, R for rhetorical sensitivity, S for small talk, T for trustworthiness, U for uncontrolled media, V for verbal communication, W for whistleblowing, X for xenophobia, Y for young carer, and Z for zero harm. So I hope you like this introductory session of this season. We will do a lot of joy and enjoyment and understand different aspects of social intelligence. And if you like this video, please do subscribe and to also share it as well. And we are going to come up with some very interesting video series to talk about social intelligence. And in case you like to get assessed, please do visit our BeshGo channel as well. We are coming up with some very good stuff in terms of building up social intelligence and developing social intelligence. Stay tuned with us. Thank you.